It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Huskies and the Bills on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Complete to Bryant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Don't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Back to throw again. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On first down, Goldberg. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a throw, right side, taken in by his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, Galvin.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Goldberg. He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on second down, Goldberg toward the pylon, caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and set up for field goals.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go! Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Let's go.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, He committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
Here we go.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play. Not the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Goldberg. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. To throw on 3rd down, Goldberg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Galvin, and shedding through the tackle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And right side, they're going to go option here. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. What you talking about, man?
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And that will be incomplete. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Huskies are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Williams. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Throwing on first down, Goldberg. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Goldberg. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, Galvin. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Shedding the tackle. And he's got this down to the 35.
We got this.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Goldberg. He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. 2nd down and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Goldberg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. from the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On third down, Goldberg. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Goldberg. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Goldberg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
You know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 4. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. With a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
62 yards on the ground for him so far.
They'll keep it on the ground. Galvin, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Goldberg. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And now hold everything. Flag is out, and we're going to get a review of their last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And they work this out past the 25.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at the 1-2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster gain and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
Right back to him on first down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. He'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Let's go.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Make it do it again, baby. Make it do it again.
A great play there. Taking it in. And the Huskies are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Galvin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, they scared, they scared.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Able to, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Every time. Listen.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
3 down, 3 down, go. Check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goldberg. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Goldberg. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On first down, Goldberg. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw on 2nd down, Goldberg. Throw left side, complete. That's Burgess. And he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Looking to throw. Goldberg. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Goldberg. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Long game, fellas. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
We got work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to it. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
That's how we do it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have to lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Bills' offense back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Off play action. Goldberg. He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down now, Galvin. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Back to throw. Goldberg. And this one is incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Uses the stiff arm. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. Finding some room at midfield. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there out of the running game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
We got 3, we got 3, we got 3.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
We dominate today.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Huskies are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bills 14,
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on first down, Goldberg. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that nearly intercepted. For a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Goldberg. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goldberg. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Goldberg. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Goldberg. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their... They'll run on 1st down. It's Person, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's the option. And he's got this down to the 35.
In his face.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere
as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Toronto, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.